Okay, fuck, man. Here we are up in studio, 48th floor. I'm with my main man, Roberto.
Yo, what's up?
And today's podcast is Jailhouse Love. What do you think of that, Robbie?
Uh, that sounds really deep.
Jailhouse Love.
Okay, yeah. Well,
48th floor, Civic Hotel, Jailhouse Love.
I have definitely a few questions to ask our guest.
Yes, our next guest. So we're not going to name her name, but she's
known as Jennifer.
Yeah, I think Jennifer's cool because if you fuck up with Jennifer, you know what I mean, then you're
an idiot.
Yeah.
I went out with a Jennifer once.
Oh, that's right. Lots of Jennifers.
Yeah, it was a popular name in the fucking 80s, like late 70s.
Oh, absolutely, 80s. Man. Fuck, we know like 10 Jens or Jennifers.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so we'll just sit back, wait for the phone call, and we're going to rock and roll.
Oh, you're going to lose her, man.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going. How are you?
Good. First off, I just want to say thank you for calling in, and we're just gonna call you Jennifer. Are you cool with that?
Sure, sounds good.
Awesome. And it's actually I was talking to Rob earlier. It's nice to hear your voice, right? Like, because I don't think I've seen you probably for 15 years.
Has it been that long?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been about that long for me too. Hello, Jennifer.
Hello.
This is awesome. Okay, so I just want to kind of ask you, wow, what were you thinking when, how did this come about? Like, just kind of like, is it fair to say like Jailhouse Love?
No, it wasn't like I was searching it out or anything.
Yeah.
I just went on, the dating site, and I was just looking around, and I came across this profile, and his profile was up there. I guess his friend inside, his girlfriend put up a profile for him.
Okay, so it wasn't an actual, like, a jail site profile.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
And you said his girlfriend put up a profile?
Like a friend.
So the friend's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. And so you just gave it a whirl?
Yeah, kind of, I guess. Well, I was just reading the profile, and I don't know, curiosity got to me, and I just called her, and I talked to her about who he was and why he was in there, and she explained everything to me, and then I had to sit on it and think about whether or not I could, potentially pursue a relationship with somebody that had done what he did, and I decided to give him a chance to see what he was like today, not what he did many years ago. And we started writing together, and then we started talking on the phone a few weeks after that, and then a few months in is when I met him.
Oh, so you went through like a whole process of getting to know each other and all that. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool because it's not really how it is nowadays, right?
You just hook up on the first date and get laid, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So that's kind of going back towards a traditional relationship.
Well, yeah, and it was actually kind of cool because we didn't even get to be intimate together until we were married.
Yeah.
And okay. I have a question for you. So when you How long did you have to like write letters first before you were allowed to like actually see him in person?
Well, I didn't have to, but technically, yeah. Like you need to get to know the person, and then he or you put in a request to be put on his visitation list.
Oh yeah.
And then it either gets approved or not. They ask if you have like a criminal record and stuff like that. And yeah, then you can book your first visit and you go have a visit.
Wow. And where was he located?
In Mountain.
And where's that out in Agassiz?
That in Agassiz, yeah.
Oh,
nice.
Okay. And how long has he been there for?
At that point, probably 15, 16 years.
16 years in the same place?
No.
Oh, he bounced around.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
he came from Edmonton originally.
Oh yeah. So are you planning on coming on the actual like podcast or like in person like once COVID's all over?
Yeah, I was looking forward to doing that today. It's just I don't know, something happened and I just felt really sick. And so anyway, now that I'm had a bit of a rest, I feel a bit better. But yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like it would be awesome to have you on here. Yeah, for sure.
Can I ask why he's in there, or should we save it for the?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we can talk more about that another time. But
okay. Yeah, like when you're here. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd love to see you guys for sure.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah, it should be awesome. I'm kind of like I have a whole bunch of questions and stuff like that.
I bet you do.
I do, because it like I've always like often wondered like how like inmates with that's maybe a not the correct term, or prisoners, I don't know what the fuck we call them.
Inmates, prisoners.
Yeah, like how they like you see these people and they all of a sudden they're fucking married. They get married in jail, have conjugal visits, and it's just like it's baffling to me because, yeah, and I also have like I don't know, like we'll save that for when the podcast comes about, like what's life after, like if he's ever out of prison or like what's all that look like for you, you know?
Right,
I have all these questions and I can't wait to ask them, so you can answer them in person.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the thing is that what you see on TV is not what it is in real life.
Oh fuck, really?
Unless. Well, most of what you see on TV is in the U.S. In the U.S., prisons are very different than Canadian prisons. So, he doesn't have to wear a jumpsuit. He wears his normal clothes. It's very different. It's, I guess, I would say more relaxed.
Yeah, for sure.
So is it safe to say that you're supporting him right now? Because you're obviously giving him money in his canteen and stuff, right?
Actually, no.
No?
I've never financially supported him.
Wow.
Ever. He's one of the he's a one of a kind. That's all I can say. Cool. Because there are a lot of men in prison who use women, don't even care about them. They just use, and I've seen it. They use them for money, and they tell them all kinds of wonderful things just to get money out of them. My husband has never once asked me for a dime. He's actually provided me with money.
Wow.
And I know you're going to ask how. And if you want me to get into that now or in the podcast, it's up to you.
Yeah. No. Let's save that for the podcast.
Wow, this is interesting.
Yeah.
But you have to understand, like, Robbie's got a lot of questions, but like, I had a lot of concerns because you have two beautiful daughters with one of my best friends. So
and you have Gracie as well.
So I was a little bit more worried that maybe maybe you're not thinking straight or where you're coming from. But like the more you that I talk to you, because I've talked to you a couple times on the phone, the more at ease I am, because let's just get one thing straight. People that do stuff in their 20s, they're not the same person in their 40s.
Absolutely.
You know, so many people, like great people, have done one fucking mistake that they wish they could take back. Like they, you know,
Absolutely.
and then, you know, so for us to sit here and be like, you know, whoa, you know, you can't forgive somebody ever, it's just not the route that I'm gonna take.
Well, the thing is, Marco, is that you know what? I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it. There's a lot of horrible people in prison
Yeah.
that deserve to be there, and even though I love my husband very much, he also deserved to be there,
Yes.
and he knows that, and he's accepted, you know, what he's done, and had a lot of remorse for that. So it's not like, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, prisoner, everything.
Yeah,
No,
for sure.
I don't agree with a lot of things,
Yeah.
but
You
know, there are
you agree with people being able to have a second chance at life.
absolutely. I mean, we all deserve that,
Yeah.
no matter who you are. And people in prison are looked at as scum. You know, keep them in there. But that's not how our society should be. It should be, okay, let's forgive and let's help them change.
For sure.
You know, we all want to change into better people.
Yeah, I can get on board with that.
And the ones that don't, well, unfortunately, they're going to have to stay there. But, you know, everybody deserves a chance to be a good person and change their ways from what they were.
Yeah.
And that's my opinion. And I'm a Christian, and I believe in God and God's will, and I believe that, you know, everybody is, you know, deserves a life.
Yeah, for sure.
And he really hasn't had one.
Have your daughters met him, or your kids?
So, my middle daughter and my youngest, yes. My oldest, no.
Okay.
Yeah. My middle daughter, it took a while because her father wouldn't allow it.
Yeah.
But when she became of age, she was able to put in a request to go visit.
Nice.
And she met him, and she absolutely loves him.
Good.
Yeah, I could see that. Like, and I'm actually kind of glad that you guys worked that out. Like, I think it should have been completely up to your daughter whether she wanted to meet him or not. And when she became of age and decided that on her own, I think that's pretty good of you.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
and
did not force it, right?
No, exactly. It was always there. Even with the youngest, she was 4 when she first met him, and that was still her decision. I never forced her. I asked her if she wanted. I know 4-year-old, you know, doesn't really know all that well, but
Yeah.
She wanted to go. Her father approved, so she fell in love with him instantly.
Yeah, I can see it. And like the worst thing that can happen here is that when this guy gets out is if the whole fucking world is against this guy. You know what I mean? Like that's not going to help. That's not, like, I know there's some crimes that, you know, people do that, like, it's very tough to ever forgive. But for something like, you know, I'm not saying that, you know, this thing isn't fucking terrible and stuff, but the worst thing that can happen is when he comes out that the whole fucking world would be against this guy.
Yeah.
So I just kind of want to leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah. So why don't we why don't we just leave it at that, and we'll this kind of like a little like prequel to
the podcast.
Yeah, to the podcast, right? And well, we're gonna put this up as a call in, and we'll get you in studio and we'll chit chat about it. Because, like I said, I have a shit ton of questions for you.
Well, and I have a shit ton of answers for you.
Yeah, and by the way, Jennifer, no judgment, never no judgment.
Yeah.
You
And
know what
that's
I mean?
the
Like,
thing.
and
I
that's-
wanted to make clear to you that, like, we're not going to sit here and attack you. Like, we want to hear kind of like what you were thinking or how it all came about.
I thought, like, just one more thing. I thought maybe you were jaded by men, like, on the outside. So you're like, fuck that, I'm going on the inside to find a man.
No, not at all. Not at all. It was kind of like a thing that just happened, and I really wasn't even expecting it. And to be honest, I don't know, like, he feels that because he felt like he didn't care if he rotted in prison.
Yeah.
ever. He would, if he stayed there for the rest of his life,
Yeah.
until he met us and we gave him a second chance.
Nice.
That's how he feels. And now he wants to get out and wants to live a life and have a
Good.
family. Yeah.
That's great because
So-
like you truly sound happy.
I am. Like, this guy, out of all the men I've been with, he's treated me the best out of everyone.
Nice.
Let that be a lesson to all you guys on the outside. Fuck, man, these guys on the inside are stealing the women. You motherfuckers.
I honestly, I don't know that I would recommend this life. It is a very difficult life.
Yeah,
I
for sure.
bet.
Yeah. But yeah, there's lots to say and lots to educate. I want to educate people.
Absolutely.
Because people are ignorant and then they just think what they want to think and they don't know the truth.
Yeah. No,
So that's why I'm doing this.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I can't wait to get you in studio. And yeah, that's a wrap. Anything else you want to add, Robbie?
No, I'm good. But it was nice talking to you, Jennifer, again.
Awesome.
You too. I can't wait to see you guys.
And we didn't
Yep,
fuck the name
for
up
sure.
once. I thought I was going to say your name. Okay, thank you, Jennifer.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay,
bye.
bye.
Bye.